Good morning and happy Tuesday. Today's target is to do additional research to gain more information about the solar system. And I really want to dive in and use this resource that we have available to us called Foss Web. So yesterday you got on Foss Web, hopefully, and you did some reading. So today I would like you to watch a video on Foss Web. So I think it would just be helpful if we just kind of walk through this together and make sure everyone is on successfully. All right. So what I would like you to do is go to the Foss Web logon page. You can do that just by clicking my Foss link. And when you log on, there's a certain way you need to do it. So you need to log on with the words Fox Science 5, and it needs to be just like this. Capital F-O-X, capital S-C-I-E-N-C-E 5 for 5th grade. And then the password is Fox Rocks, just like this. Capital F-O-X, no space, capital R-O-C-K-S. Okay, so that will get you in. You have to log in with our class code so that you're on my student page. I've put together some modules that I would like to use or have used in the past. And right now we're using the Earth and Sun module. So just go ahead and click on that. And then that's going to open up some online activities for you to do and some media library resources. So let's just take a look at these online activities first. You can just play with these. I don't really have time to assign a specific one. If you were not so successful on the shadow test and you're still a little bit confused about shadows, I would highly recommend that you open up the tutorial and watch the little video called sun tracking. So it'll give you a lot of great information to help support your learning with shadows and how shadows change throughout the day. And then there's also a fun little activity called Sun Tracker that you can play with. So as time changes throughout the day, they'll show what is happening with the sun in relationship to shadows. So the sun rises from the east, sets in the west, of course. But as it's moving across the sky, you can see how that has an effect on the shadow. So you can kind of play with that, okay? There's some star maps that are kind of cool, a lunar calendar. That would be a good review from when we did our moon way back in October. If you're interested in weather and reading weather maps, maybe you'll watch the news at night with your parents and you want to try and figure out what those weather maps mean, how those meteorologists predict the weather. That might be fun for you to watch. Tides are fun, the tides at the ocean, what causes the tides to go in and out. So anyway, you can just kind of play with those. Yesterday I had you open up this ebook. So you should have opened up the English version of the ebook. And I like the interactive ebook one, so click that. Takes just a minute for it to load. And once it's loaded, you can turn the pages by clicking this arrow over here on the right. So I'm going to open the book up. And then I can just read. The cool thing about the interactive one, though, is I can click on the this icon, and it will actually read the text to me.
Changing shadows. Objects you can't see through, such as people, birds, changing shadows.
So that's kind of fun.
Objects you can't see through, such as people,
and
birds,
then
buildings,
this icon,
balls,
this
and
link will actually make this picture come alive.
Days. That's because opaque objects block sunlight. A shadow is the dark area behind an opaque object. Shadows give information about the position of the sun.
So you can just go ahead and read. It's 10 pages, but honestly, there's more pictures than words. And I think the pictures are really great. There's some questions that you can maybe read and answer with your family, a family member. So I really wanted you to read through page 13 yesterday was the assignment. But if you'd like to today, go on and read more about the night sky and the stars. Really a great text, good information. If any of you downloaded that Sky View app that I told you about last week, and you hold it up and point it to the west at night, the western sky, actually you can do it during the day too, the stars and satellites are still there, but you can find the Hubble Space Telescope. So here's a drawing image of what that looks like. All right, so going back to the student module, today what I'd like you to do is go to the streaming videos. Let's pick English. Lots of great videos, but today I'd like you to watch Planets in the Solar System. So we just click on that, and then of course, click play. So you can go ahead and watch that, and then I would like you to go to Padlet. So click the link, it'll take you to this Padlet wall. And then you remember to add to the sticky note to the Padlet, you're gonna click on the plus arrow. For the title, would you please write your name? And then write a fun fact that you learned, something you think that would benefit the rest of us in knowing. Make sure it's a complete idea. So you don't need to say there are stars in the universe. I think we know that. You need to give us more information. Okay, so try and come up with something unique and hopefully something that somebody else hasn't already mentioned. All right. Okay, guys. Have fun with that today. Tomorrow, I've got a great engineering design activity for you that I hope you try. I'll tell you it's optional, but it is making the landing gear for a rocket. So we know rockets go up, but then they have to safely come down. So the instructions will give you certain materials to use, but we know that in the engineering design process that we always are working with constraints. And sometimes we don't have those supplies. So you can use supplies that you might have around your house. You can become creative. I know on the last engineering design assignment, some people were saying, well, I don't have this or I don't have that. That's okay, be creative. And then post what you made on Seesaw so that we can all be inspired and enjoy it. Okay, have fun with that, guys. Good to see you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.